Hey YouTubers, 3 new videos for you today. Clutch 39, let's start with that one. That is from a male honey striped, het amelanistic and hypo. So honey is caramel, sunkissed and striped in this case. The female is a buff amber striped, so buff hypo caramel striped, het sunkissed, and she was 66% pos het Amel, and luckily she proved out, so that makes her way more valuable because she will give way nicer babies. So, speaking about babies, here they come. So, here we are with the babies. Well, because the mom is an amber striped and dad is a honey striped, these are all at least caramel striped, of course. Het sunkissed and het hypo. So you could make lemon striped out of this. Maybe also saffron if Amel is in the mix. But this is a male caramel striped. A female caramel striped. Well, then we have some strange looking ones, because, yeah, look at this, and then color-wise, look at this. It's also caramel striped. A male is this again. And this is a female. But yeah, buff is in the mix. So if you would see these two, then you would say, oh, if that is caramel striped, then that must be buff striped. And that would be really smart of you to think. But we also have buff caramels, stripes, males. This is male number 1. And male number 2, and then if you compare these two together, then all of a sudden this looks like a buff and this doesn't look like a buff. But if you compare these to those, then these do look like buff. So I labeled them as in between brackets buff. Buff sometimes shows up a little later, sometimes they just need some time to develop more color, but I just think they're stranger looking caramel stripes at the moment. So I will put this on the morph list as well, yeah, just a male and a female caramel striped. Because, well, with buff in the mix, usually they get more, well, I don't know, green is maybe not the right term, but yeah, they get a sort of a glow over them. So these are definitely 2 male buff caramel stripes, het sunkissed hypo. Then we have hypo in the mix. So this is amber striped, a female, het sunkissed, of course. Then we have a male butter striped. Oh, damn it, I hit my own arm. I need a camera woman. All the amelanistics in this clutch, like so all the butters, they could be visual or homozygous hypo as well, but yeah, it's just not visible because you have amelanistic, so hypomelanistic is impossible to see. But yeah, this could be a hypo butter striped, but not really sure. This is a male. We also have a female that has anger issues. Then we have buff butter striped, female number 1, also possibly hypo, but and here as well, I don't know if you can see the difference, but this has basically a dark orange stripe and this has a bright yellow stripe. So if you see this, then the difference between with buff, without buff is quite clear. So this is a female number 1. We also have a female number 2. And we have female number 3. So these are all female buff butter stripes, possible hypo, otherwise het hypo, het sunkissed. Then we have some visual sunkissed as well, of course. This is a honey striped male. This is also a honey striped male, number 2. Female honey striped. And then I will show you the difference again. This is with buff, so honey striped, buff honey striped. It gets, like I said, the greenish glow over it. This is a male number 1. We also have male number 2. Then we go for a female lemon striped. So this is with hypo, so caramel, hypo, sunkissed and striped. Well, we have a saffron striped buff male, but he is for one of my patrons, so I won't even show you that. But we also have a female. So this is saffron striped buff, possible hypo as well, otherwise het hypo. So most genes in the mix, but color-wise, well, they are cool, but I really like the buff honey stripes myself by color a lot. But genetically, this is more potent, so find them in the morph list now and see you in the next video, and we will discuss some annoying genetics.